WBAV is V101.9.
You're listening to V101.9, playing the best variety of hits and oldies. We've been talking about it for a solid week. Man, I know you're excited about the big show today, and the lady of the hour is finally in the house. You know her as an award-winning American soul, R&B, and neo-soul songwriting artist. She does it all. She produces. She plays all the different instruments. And you know what? She always feels like family. She always feels like family, and one of the original artists to perform at For Sisters Only. Ladies and gentlemen, it's what you've been waiting on. Please welcome to V101.9, Miss India.Arie. How are you doing?
To come on after Glenn Jones. That used to be one of my favorite songs when I was young.
Well, welcome back to the Carolinas.
Thank you.
So you've been all over the place doing all kinds of things.
Yes.
You know, you have the big show tonight at Amos's. We got to get right into it. Let's talk about your brand new CD.
Yes, please.
Okay, well, we've got it here in front of me. It's Testimony, Volume 2.
Love and Politics.
Okay, let's just get right down to it. Let's talk about the love first. We want to hear the inside scoop, stuff we can't read on the internet that we can only hear from you.
You have to ask me more specific questions.
Okay, all right.
But as far as the album is concerned, it's called Love and Politics because there are love songs and political songs.
Mm-hmm.
But realizing after the album was done that they're all love songs and they're all political songs. What I mean by that is, I don't know if you guys have been playing Chocolate High.
Oh, most definitely,
Okay.
every day, 50 times a day.
Thank you.
Because that's grown-up music and we're a grown-up station.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And I'm glad you called it grown up because there's a way to talk about sensuality without being gross, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's a political statement and it's obviously a love statement.
Oh,
So.
well, one of the things I've noticed that you've always made, I would say, a political statement, and the way that you handle the sexiness and the sensuality in the song Chocolate High, you don't do it like most little girls out there doing it. You know, they come out and it's all very, almost like X-rated, but the way you're approaching it is very different, and I think that's a statement, is it?
Yes, I think that is a political statement, especially in today's climate, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's more artistic, like double entendre instead of just saying it, you know,
Mm-hmm.
laying it out. And I'm not knocking anybody else for doing that, but I do think it is a political statement to be a young black American artist in this day and be able to talk about sensuality and still be respectful.
Well, and the way that you do it, let me ask you, how does the music business take that? Is that a battle for you? Or do they want you to, you know, look a certain way and sing a certain way? Or, no, is it easy?
I think all the music industry wants is a hit. And the things that are easiest to make hits are often the things that are most explicit.
Mm-hmm.
In the way you dress, the more explicit you dress, the more explicit you are in your lyrical content. That's the easiest hit. So it's not, I wouldn't call it hard for me, but it is a bit of a challenge to be more clever and more trusting that God is going to give me whatever I'm supposed to have, because sometimes it looks like I'm taking the long way around to somewhere I could just cut across the lawn to. But I believe strongly enough in the things that I say that I don't care enough to not feel right when I look in the mirror, if you know what I'm trying to say. I need to feel like I did the right thing when I look at myself in the mirror in the morning.
And you know what? I think so many women, so many people, not just women, really, really identify with you on that level, because from day one, you came out with, you know, this is who I am, this is how I look, and it's all good, and it is all good. And I think that for a lot of people, you sort of like co-sign them, you know, it's okay to be who you are. You know, is that my imagination, or is that where you know?
Well, I didn't know I was co-signing
Mm-hmm.
people, or, you know, speaking for the average woman. I didn't know that. I just knew that I was telling my truth, and I think the longer that I'm around and the more experiences I have, more conversations like this I get to have with people, the more that I realize that when I'm honest, it touches that place in other people, the authentic place inside of other people.
Yes.
But when I first came out, I didn't know that. I just knew that I was singing the songs that I heard in my heart and that I was going to be honest and all that. But I remember being on Oprah, and she said, I sang video on Oprah, and she said, we needed that song. Did you know we needed that song? And I said, no. I was on Oprah. I said, no, I didn't know. I just knew that I needed it. But I'm understanding now, you know, like what you attract, you know, that you get what you put out there. And I think that by being honest and speaking my truth, that it touches that part in other people. And it's an honor for me to be able to be commercially viable and to also be able to be emotionally and spiritually viable too, because a lot of times people have to choose, and I've had to choose too in certain ways, but it's working, and so I don't complain about it so much because I have other friends who it's not working for them. So I'm happy to be where I am.
So now we're going to have to go to break.
Okay.
But when we come back, would you be willing to take some questions from the internet, from our website?
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Okay.